Hey guys, it's Rollcubs and boy do I have one for you today. I am not bringing you a 40 million experience per hour guide, I am bringing a bug to Blizzard's attention. I want to make it very clear, this is not a leveling guide. This is an exploit guide, an exploit explanation. A pure bug that should not be used. I am doing this video to let Blizzard know that they have a bug that needs to be fixed. But to make sure Blizzard know the bug, I'll tell you every single part, how to replicate it, and how to use a different bug to guarantee you can do it, and much more. So if you agree with me that we should not use this bug, or that even if you want to use this bug, subscribe to the channel, because this has taken me just under 4.5 hours to put together. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy this 40 million experience in our explanation. Because I'm showing you this bug in person, I think it would be a bad idea for my battle.net account to actually show it happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain on this character, then show you a video of it, somebody else doing it. The footage for them. So this one here, you're going to actually need a nightmare keystone. And not just any nightmare keystone, the nightmare keystone you're going to need is Serpent's There. So I would recommend getting a keystone which is maybe about 5 to 10 levels above your level. That's what would be best to do if you wanted to farm experience here. That's because they will give you 25% more experience because they are 3 levels higher than you. And that is if somebody would want to replicate this. Now, you're going to be farming on non-elites in here, and because you're farming on non-elites, their mobs are much easier to kill. I am going to be doing this live, so expect the gameplay to be atrocious whilst I read from a script, and I'm going to show you how to do it and the video of it in action. As soon as you've activated your keystone, you run into the dungeon. Once you enter, you are welcome to freely complete the first part. There's nothing to write home about. You're going to collect the anima as you open the door, and as you can see in the background. Now I'm going to go back to looking at the screen and actually play the game to go and get the anima. Whilst I do so, I'm going to explain what we're going to be looking for. So this dungeon is split into 2 parts. The first part of your dungeon is you come in and you kill 5 elites, 6 elites, 7 elites, something like that, for some anima. Okay, but that's what we're doing now, is we just sprint through and we kill the champions off if there is any, get the anima. The second part is to kill off 3 skeleton constructs, I think they're called. Maybe these ones are the eyes, you never know. The 3 statues. And as you can see, there's a replenishment chest there. That is surprisingly what we're going to be looking for. So, in the second part of this instance, there will be a replenishment chest always spawn. It's a 100% chance. And you can have one of 2 chances where 2 replenishment chests can spawn. The first replenishment chest we don't really care about, and that is the one where it spawns a replenishment guardian, and you kill him. If that one spawns, then you actually want to reset, and I'll explain how to do that shortly. The one we're looking for is the one called where you would then do a massacre for the enemies. So, which we won't be able to know if it's that until we've opened it, but here's how you're going to do it. So you're going to jump through, go and get all your anima here, and move to part 2. We're nearly finished, we just need one more anima enemy, and then hope that I haven't missed any, otherwise I'm restarting the video. Oh, I haven't, excellent. And then you're going to drop off your anima and move to part 2. When you come here, you're going to be asked to kill 3 of the Ward of Eyes. That's them in this one. Whilst you're looking for them, you want to look for, whilst you're finding them to kill them, you want to look for the replenishment chest. Do not kill all 3 if you haven't found the replenishment chest yet. Okay, it's very vital that you don't do that. And the reason that is, there you go, you've just seen me kill a second one, and you wouldn't want to kill the third one, because if you kill the third one, it would complete it. Oh, lag, another glitch that you could really do when fixing Blizzard. So there's the third one, there's the chest. In this situation here, we got the replenishment guardian. So what we would do here now, is we would reset the dungeon, and we would not kill the Ward of Eyes. If it wasn't a replenishment chest, if it was just a normal, so if it wasn't a corrupted one where in ad spawns, the guardian, if it was just a replenishment chest sat there, you would then kill your final ward, and when the orb spawns around you, do not level up your glyphs. Instead, walk over to the replenishment chest and open it. It will always be either a guardian or a cursed. If it's a cursed event, then this is where the bug will interact. The event never ends, so which I'm about to show you the video of. So the enemies will just keep spawning and spawning and spawning, netting you about 40 million experience an hour. Now, the reason I'm saying that if it's a Guardian, what you would do is, if this is a Nightmare Dungeon, you've completed you've completed the Guardian, unfortunately, you haven't finished the Ward of Eyes, you would teleport out to any other dungeon. For example, Iron Hold is a nice close one, so is Steadfast Barracks, and you would complete the first event there. When that event is completed, you then come back to this dungeon, and the dungeon will still be Nightmare, but it will be reset back to the start, and you can have a second attempt to see if it's a corrupted chest. Again, third attempt, fourth attempt, if it comes to it. It's about a 50-50 chance for replenishment or a cursed event, so you shouldn't have to do it more than 2 to 3 times. Now, in that situation, so again, just to confirm it one more time, you come in, you start the dungeon, you collect your anime, you open up. When you get to this section, you kill no more than 2 of the 3 wards whilst looking for the replenishment chest. If it's got a Guardian, you leave. If it doesn't have a Guardian, you kill the Ward of Eyes so that you get the big orb spawn around you. Do not hand in your glyph and then open the chest. If you follow that correctly, this will happen. Let's have a look. So I know I've got the video open somewhere. Here we go. So, as you can see, this dungeon is done. He's got the orb around him. He hasn't completed the glyphs. And you can see the mobs over to the right. That is because he has already activated the chest. And then to record this video, he's ran into the orb and started it. But what we're going to do is we're going to move in. And as you'll see, you'll run into the enemies. We'll turn the sound off for that one, or at least lower. And the enemies will repeatedly spawn. You can see the corrupted chest there. I've tried to do this on non-Nightmare Dungeon, and unfortunately couldn't replicate it. However, for science purposes, Blizzard, I did manage to replicate it on a Nightmare Dungeon. It was for science, and it was on my level 100, so you're welcome to see that I did not farm levels with it. Don't ban me, please. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped. And this is probably, I'm going to leave this on for about another 30 seconds so people can see all the enemies respawn. As you can see, it's just one wave after another. He's not the fastest of killers. He's not. But even, watching it from my perspective, where every 4 seconds I could Frost Nova, I am looking at about, I think I could actually pull more like 50 to 60 million experience here. So, most people can definitely pull at least 40 million experience an hour here. Again, I mean, this video, I'm going to jump along a little bit, does continue forth, and it goes all the way for 10 minutes. And you can even see from the experience on his bar, in 8 minutes, he goes from halfway, he gains nearly a full Paragon point, even with the speed he is killing. So, that's where we're at, guys. I hope you like what you see. If you did, subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And until next time, Cubs, you know a peace. Oh, and Blizzard, fix your game. Thank you. Bye.